We're on to slide 20 of the large intestine cleanse, week 1, part 3. So slide 20, we're going to be talking about salt and oil scrubs a bit. These are some detoxification methods and secrets from Food Matters website, foodmatters.tv. You see the link there at the bottom of the slide. So just some ideas I'm just adding from my own experience. They were good ideas from this newsletter I got. Number 12, there's in tiny letters because I really don't want you to fast, but if you'd like to, on days off, you could give it a try. Talk to me personally about that. Diet's not emphasized here because we've spent the whole time talking about this. So the breathing, important. Getting your body oiled up. You can oil yourself up with essential oils and get body work. You can get some heat treatments like sauna, or so we're trying to sweat a bit, and you don't want to sweat so much that you lose your chi out through your sweat. Your life force is coming out through your sweat. Dry skin brushing, loosen up the skin, shaking and bouncing, getting some exercise outside. Breathing exercises, we have all kinds of ideas if you want to contact me in person. But I know that a lot of us are just overwhelmed, and so just getting the cleanse going is enough. But oil pulling, getting oil in your mouth to help pull toxins out of the head. Remember, the head houses a lot of toxins, and it can drip down. So a lot of problems in the stomach and in the heart. Remember, what's above affects what's below. So if there's a lot of bacteria in here, a lot of heavy metals in the brain, it's going to drip down. And so just note that. And then the herbs you have for your cleanse also are going to be helpful. So these are some of the great things about, really accelerating your own detoxification by doing more than just changing your diet just a bit. And our orientation internally, we've been talking quite a bit about also. So some of the things about is green onion focus this week. So I made a lovely green onion sauce. It'll be on the next slide, the recipe for that. I made a green onion yogurt kind of ranch dressing, and then there's some other ideas. You can add green onions to all kinds of things. Try to get the beet kvass going, the beet beverage or the raw beet salad, and choose some good things from the recipes provided, and try a new recipe every day if you can. If you don't have time, then make some new recipes when you get some time off, and in the evenings, make the kitchen the focal point of your life. We even had a couch in our kitchen in the last house I was in. One of us cooking, the other one would sit down, and we would just talk, my partner and I. So it's just a lovely thing to just think about, making the kitchen the center of our life. I mean, it's really sort of worthwhile to talk about, and not the television set or the living room necessarily, at least during the cleanse. Slide 22, here's some sauces I made. I'm not going to spend any time on that, other than just check out the healthy ranch dressing and add green onions a bunch to it, and check out that green onion sauce I made. There's lots of variations. Feel free to share with your group or your friends and get ideas on this. It was just the green onion sauce was just a lovely addition. I really enjoyed that. I still have it actually from last week. So the focus of this week, we're going to be having onions prepared in different ways, different types of onions each week. So the green onions the first week, and this is just an overview of the onion family, some of its medicinal properties here on slide 23. And it's just in there because it's purifying, removes heavy metals, it's high in sulfur. And you see some of its elements there. The low BP means low blood pressure. HT means heart disease. High in SU means high in sulfur. Influences LU means influences the lungs. There's another part of this whole element here. And so protein, green onions are going to be eaten quite a bit this first week, and then we have raw yellow or white onions are encouraged next week, and then we'll have cooked onions last week. And there's a method to all this madness, and you'll see why later on those weeks. Then there's the medicinal properties on slide 24 of the scallion or the green onion. The energy that goes to the spleen and the pancreas, the digestive system, also goes to the heart. Good for chest and heart pain. And notice that it's also good for cold. We're heading into a colder season. When they say it alleviates exterior conditions, meaning it helps get things that are invading the body out. And it's antifungal, antimicrobial. So it's just a great food overall, because you're getting chlorophyll in the green onion. So it's a good way to start detoxification. Slide 25, there's your shopping list for next week. So just make note, at some point later on this week, you already have your shopping list for next week. And there's some of the things on the bottom highlighted. Yellow onions, red onions, white onions, carrots and beets again are staple. We want accelerate chelation. So these are some of the things that will help with that, and some of the foods are definitely highlighted there. Um, your fruit focus, I didn't highlight it, but that's definitely going to be apples and pears. So keep that in mind. And if you're going to have melons, don't eat them with anything else necessarily. In your special chelation supplements and herbs. So notice miso, garlic, cilantro, chlorella, eggplant, chia seeds, seaweeds are all going to be good for this coming week. And then we're going to end this week, slide 26, with a quick poem that came out of me the other day. It was sort of simmering under the surface, and you might want to close your eyes and put your feet on the ground and have those images in your mind of the woman holding the seashell and the spiral, and then the brain light, as it's called, as a slide it was called. So as you begin this cleanse, just reflect on my words here and reflect on how you feel when you hear them. Because part of cleansing is transformation in ourselves and a willingness to put ourselves in a transformative place, and our willingness to step into the unknown and let go of things. Because one of the themes of this season, this cleanse, is letting go. So we open the door to a new world and find ourselves in the dark at times. But we learn to feel as a blind man does, using senses we never knew we had. Use them well, for they are keys that turn back on the lights. Ponder those words and learn to feel more, even if it means feeling your thoughts. This is a great, great time in our lives of humanity, just to learn to feel more and notice the amount of fear that we're being put under, and how we can turn back to our communities and our love, and understanding that we can turn the lights back on. We just need to feel, and we need to help each other more. Enjoy your cleanse, and I can't say enough for each of you that's decided to take this on. I'm looking forward to hearing each and every one of your stories and emails, and have a great, great week. Craig Lane checking out.